Hello everyone and welcome back to Fableheimr and the first half episode we've had in a while in the Shenanigans playthrough here in MISTOVER. We are not actually dealing with Lady Stella, so thank you for your greeting, Stella. But we are going to move on. Today's episode is probably going to be pretty slow. It's about the background stuff that I've been doing to prepare for our final encounter with the Great One. So if you're not interested in that, you have been warned. Now, I've been farming it to gain experience and items so that we can conduct some RNG alchemy, but I changed two things in the gameplay settings. I turned off the Doomsday Clock so that I wouldn't get penalty for being overleveled, and I turned off the Fog of War so that I can see the entire map the moment I walk in to kind of make it more efficient. I was debating whether or not to keep everything the same, but I thought, why would I torture myself when I have to do this like 6, 8, 10 times to get to the level cap? So yeah, I did that. I could have, changed a few other things to make me really powerful, but I thought I would go at it honestly, just with, some conveniences. Now, currently, we are rank 19, except for Larry, and we are on the precipice of rank 20, which is the level cap. So we are almost there, and today we're going to reach it. But I wanted to show you a little bit of what I've gotten so far that has been good. And you can see the very first thing that has made me very excited. The Lake Grand Grimoire. Of all the weapons, the best weapon for the witch. It's beautiful. It is a work of art. And I love it so. I also got a Lake Witchy dress, but it's worse than our Mountain Witchy dress that we fused quite a bit, so we're just going to leave that on. I did also attain a few lake powers, which by default are pretty good. Very good. But we're going to be using those for fusion later on. So if you want to see some RNG and prayer, desperate prayer to the gods, stick around. I did also receive the Lake Iron Knuckles for Dara, our single target DPS, supposedly. And they're pretty good. They're not bad. Getting evasion on a weapon, mwah, beauty to behold. Because then you can just put a piece of armor into this and stack that evasion guaranteed. It's gorgeous. We also got a Lake Tough Hide, an epic armor piece for our good old werewolf companion, so that he might not die. I also did receive one for good old Hisi, but I was debating of whether or not to put it on. It has more health, but we lose speed, and we lose 1 evade and a bunch of guard. So maybe. I think Hisi's kind of fine. I like the additional speed because I'm pretty sure Hisi's just going to get one shot anyway. So, yeah. With Masamune, we are currently wearing the Lake Kusanagi. This is the better of the two weapons between the Kusanagi and the Muramasa. Yes. And it's pretty good. It's just a common one, so it doesn't have any special tertiary effects or anything, but we can fuse this as well. Try and make it better. And I also got the Lake General Armor. It's, again, a piece of art. Look at that, 972 HP. So, yeah. My goal today with this fusion, with our 9 available fusions, is to get that over 1,000. If I can. I actually don't even know if that's possible. So we'll find out together. He's also using this Lake Steely, which is pretty good. 19 defense, which brings his total defense up to 34, and has an additional 213 HP on it. I don't really care about his speed. He just needs to be respectively fast, which Hisi will help with. Now he is rank 19, but she's quite far away from level 20. She's also using a Lake True Cross, which I believe is the better of the two crosses, and the Lake Fallen Habit, which I actually believe is the weaker of the two armor types, but it's pretty good. The hit is irrelevant for us, but silence resist is actually not bad against the boss that we're about to encounter. Alright, now that you've seen everything that we've retrieved, I believe I bought food. I sure did. Now that you've seen everything we retrieved, I wanted to show you what I've been doing for, I don't even know how many runs I lost count. So first things first, I go to the Frozen Mountains, and I would check to see if there was a mountain power here. Now, the lake powers are better, but mountain powers could still be useful if we roll attack and speed. So that way we can guarantee that we're always getting more attack on our fusions. Unfortunately, I don't believe I rolled any. And, yeah. I came here once, but the Mountain Power had a crit on it, which turns it into a 50-50, but that's okay. And if I didn't see a Mountain Power, I would go ahead and go to the Sleeping Lake. This is, of course, the small zone that we discovered last episode. It is the only zone within the final area of the game, the Sleeping Lake, which the hint is that the zone and the area are both called the Sleeping Lake. And I've gotten some good things from here. Even if there isn't good stuff listed from the golden chest, you can get some good stuff inside. So, we're going to go on and head in. It's giving me a warning about the Doomsday Clock, but remember, we've turned off the Doomsday Clock. So we don't really care. And because we've turned off the Fog of War, you can see everything on the map. This area is a little tedious / confusing still, because you have to deal with the portals. I think I'm going to wait for this to turn, yeah. I don't want to be sent flying into the void. So I might as well go find out where this takes us. Oh look, enemies. That's of Wop Wop, so let's move, shall we? And we're gonna go take it on. Now you're about to see the fruits of my effort. First things first, notice we have a lot more health. A lot. Just a lot. Masamune is sitting at over 3,000, which is beautiful. Rune broke 2,000, which, for a witch, is actually pretty good. Our first item was a Lake Grimoire. Beautiful. It's not good, of course, but we can go ahead and use it for fusion, because there will be lots of fusion. I'm also trying to make sure that I have enough alchemy consumables, because if we're going to be upgrading all the lake powers and some of the epic armor pieces, it's going to cost a lot. Or rather, add up to a lot. Their cost doesn't increase. But 9 fusions on a piece of armor is 9 alchemy things spent on it. So, this is a mimic. I've been using the mental amulet because these things are pretty slippery, and I've missed quite a few times on my opening turn, and it's been very irritating. But you can see that Rune is healthily chunking them now. Whenever I go back to the mountain, she just one-shots everything, and it makes me laugh. We aren't quite there with damage to be able to just outright kill these mobs, but it's okay. We don't have to be there to outright kill them. We just have to be ready to own the Great One. And I've been thinking about the Great One a bit. And I think we're going to try our normal boss strategy, which is, powering up before we attack the boss, if we can. That's not always possible due to the fact that, he's off on his own little platform sometimes. So, we'll see what happens. If we can, though, we will go ahead and power up. We can see where this takes us, I suppose. We do have a few things left on this map, though. So we need to remember to come back. Oh. We're near the entrance. There are more portals. Let's go take a quick peek. Remember, because we do not have the Doomsday Clock, I could leave whenever I feel like it. However, you do get more experience for doing... Oops. Wrong one. For doing more things. Shocker, I know. Who would have guessed? Not me. And if you do run into one of these when you're stunned, it will automatically teleport you. I guess it doesn't care about the opinions of stunned people. I actually don't have a chest here. Or a wooden key, excuse me. So I'm just gonna... Whoosh! Whoosh! Now I have a wooden key. Yeah, I've been thinking more about the gameplay settings, and I think I like them. I don't know if they were worth official mod support, but I like them. As one comment said, more options are always welcome. And that is true of every game, I think. Options are a great thing. Customization is a great thing. Which I have been very careful not to run into that boss, because if I enlightenment into the little red orb, I just engage the boss, and that's not what we want. I'm not ready to do that yet. That's next episode. Oh yeah, I did also have something I wanted to talk about. I don't know if I should do it now, though. That's kind of like the ultimate tease, isn't it? Alright, we'll do it at the end of this run, before we do our fusion things. And then I can clickbait it into the title. Clickbait. I actually despise clickbait with every fiber of my being. So I try really hard not to do it. The problem with clickbait is that it's actually incredibly effective, which is why people keep doing it. I wish it wasn't, though. It's that YouTube savvy to make a title just clickbaity enough that someone clicks on it, that you like generate interest, but not that it's so clickbaity that it makes you sick to your stomach. You know? I'm actually gonna try Muscle Amulet here. Maybe we just have enough hit now. Although the problem with using Dara's new weapon is that it sacrifices hit for crit. So that's why he just crit for 1800 almost. We seem to be doing fine. Remember that each level you are above the enemy, you get 3% hit chance. That sounds right, as Rune misses. And somehow the person with negative hit connects. I've given up understanding for the most part. All that's left is a bronze chest, but I am not... Well, wooden chest. I am not particularly interested. So... And I can't enlighten my way up here because of the boss thing. It's in the way. So we're going to head home real quick. We should be rank 20. Yes, Rune, Dara, Hisi, and Masamune are all rank 20, and they are all grown up. Isn't that wonderful? Now, speaking of the... Is Shylock going to visit me? No. Speaking of the thing I wanted to talk about earlier, and achievements. Hello, mouse. Please behave. I was looking through the achievements available in Steam, and I think I found a hint for DLC. Now, I didn't mention it earlier because I was afraid that it was like a sleeping lake mechanic, but it's down here. It is these 4, which is clearing a wandering Dr. Faust's forest one time. Who is Dr. Faust and what is his forest? And then you blocked Faust from using Stimulating Fists of Annihilation and won the battle. And Faust chose the cup containing an angel while using his skill Stimulating Fists of Annihilation, and then successfully forced Faust to move more than 5 times. And there's also this. You defeated 100 post-op followers? I don't know what that means. Does that mean that your followers... Actually, no. Followers are the blue enemies. The humanoid blue enemies that, like, kidnap people. Anyway, ignoring those. So these 4 achievements lead me to believe that DLC is coming. DLC is real. And that... And that, it could be, like, an auto-random generated thing with, like, a new zone where there's this Dr. Foss like experiment where wild and wonky things happen. I don't know. It's really cool though, so I thought I would share that. I'm probably going to leave a timestamp in the description for that if I make a clickbaitish title. But anyway, back to what we were doing. Because we're rank 5, we have gained our last spell. For Rune, it's going to be Chaos Blast 5. She now has all the things that I want at rank 5, basically. So she is well versed. With Dara, I actually had no idea what to put the points into. He's sitting on 5. So, who knows? Everything I want is leveled up. With Casey, it's basically the same. I guess we can science this. There is actually a chart out there that someone made, like an Excel page, of all of the skills and their ranks and how they change. But it would appear that Purification, as I originally suspected, only increases the HP booster. Whatever. We do have Paper Turtle 5, but I've used it like never. It does create a level 16 Spirit Turtle, but I'm pretty sure the boss will still one-shot it. With Masamune, he has everything I want leveled up, but because we bring it, we might as well level up Woodpecker Tactics. This is his ability to pull people forward, so in case we need that for whatever reason, although we are well equipped to deal with enemies in any of the positions, so no. There's that. Onwards to the Alchemy Workshop. Now, this is an upgrade. Weaken resist. That's fine. I'll take weaken resist. Weaken resist is good. Yeah, going from 423 4611 to 671 4023. Good. Now she's at 2515 HP. Not bad. Not bad at all. Night. Oh, we'll take the support lab real quick before we start praying to RNGesus. I have increased mostly everything. Let's get our Luminosity to rank 5. Backspace. We're 3 off on this. I kind of want to get everything to level 5. Kind of. Even though it's going to take a while for expand recruitment, because I've actually sold some of the expand recruitment books. Whoopsie. Anyway. We will identify this, I suppose. Oh look, move speciality. What a wondrous thing. But alright, here is the moment of truth. We are going to be focusing on the lake powers, because obviously the faster we kill the Great One, the sooner we're done. So, we're going to focus more on offense than defense. That might not be the correct way to approach this, but I feel like it is, because that's the end of the game once we kill him. So even if we begin losing people, all we have to do is keep punching. Just never stop punching and you win. So, we did receive one lake power here that rolled all 3 weapon stats, which makes me cry on the inside. So we're probably not going to dedicate the best weapons to this one. Actually, we rolled 2 of them. Oh dear. It's terrifying. This lake power only has hit, but it is a normal one. So it does only have 3 fusions. We have a mountain power with crit. Those are the only ones I got, right? Sure were. Alright. Let's pray to RNGesus then, shall we? Yeah, I don't have any powers that are speed. Alright. Then let us begin. We're going to be sacrificing the uncommons first because they have more infusions. So, here we go. Let's pray. Together, you and me. Lift our voices. Give me your power. So that we may buff attack and not crit. Oh well. I actually hope that I have enough lake weapons for this. Ooh, good attack. We rolled attack, and it was beautiful. The funny thing is, of course, the funny thing is that that is half of the attack power of our ring of power. The one ring, excuse me. The one ring of power. So that is, It kind of puts it into perspective how powerful that thing really is. Alright, come on. 9 to 12. Let's go. Wow. Alright, well that's one lake power down. It was about what I expected, honestly. So for the next one, let's throw in this Damascus chain. I feel like, ooh, good job. I feel like I should actually keep one of these Damascus chains around. You know, just in case we end up using them for something, but me. Ooh, we rolled attack again. Beautiful. I do enjoy the Shadow Blade. It's just that, I use the Shadow Blade a lot in the hard playthrough, so I've tried to stay away from her in this playthrough. You know? Crit, of course. I'm trying to think, how many of these do I need to make, actually? Probably just 2? Well, I think that I'll probably make all of them. Oh look, some of the hit was reduced. What's the other one again? Yeah, that's still pretty good. I do want to make sure we have enough weapons left over to try our hands at buffing the Grand Grimoire. Wow, this one's rolling well. The Grand Grimoire and the Knuckles for... Knuckles! No, for... I don't know why that name was lost. All right. Like this. Could you imagine this getting better? It is a dream. So we'll go ahead and throw in the Civic Grand Grimoire that we were using before, as is tradition. And we rolled attack, because we're just the best. I would also like to increase... Oh my goodness. Look at that. 100 to 140. It's gorgeous. I would also like to increase the Kusanagi that we're wielding with Masamune, if possible. That might not be possible, but who knows. I think this is a sign. Rune is literally only rolling attack. It is gorgeous. Well done, Rune. Of course, now that I say that, she rolls hit, which is fine. Hitting things is fine. I forgot I got this. Do I, Ooh. I have 2 epics. I think... Dare I say, I think Rune's weapon is already strong enough. I know, that's like some form of blasphemy. But I think we're going to be giving those to Dara's weapon to try and make it stronger. Or we could give it to Masamune's weapon, because Masamune has been the one... Masamune has gotten exactly how many kills again of bosses? Like 4 of the 8? 7 that we've killed? He's gotten a lot. We could also just do this the polite way and split them. Alright, RNGesus. We did it. And now it makes me want to do it again. No. We're going to be nice. We're going to split it between the 2 of them. They've both done well. They've both carried us to victory. And they both rolled attack. Yes! Oh, okay. I don't really like gambling. I've gambled like maybe once. And it was for like some Halloween charity thing. It's like a $20 ticket thing and I got nothing. But I can see why it's addicting. And I don't know if that's a good thing I should be saying about a game that I like. But hey, we're winning, right? Winning is winning is winning is winning. Also, I need to put this in. You know, for tradition. Absorb the previous weapon that Dara was using. And get some crit. That's fine. Crit is pretty good. For, at least for the werewolf. I don't know if it's like a passive stat, or if it's just my imagination, which it could be. But I've noticed that the werewolf crits more than usual. That makes sense? Also, I'm glad that Stefan is quieter for you guys than he is for me. At least I hope he is. Because it's getting a little old. Not that I don't love our good old stuffed friends. Guess we'll use this. Ooh, we're at 99. We have one more chance, actually. No. We're not sacrificing that. I'll sacrifice this. To make it exactly... Wait, what? That was supposed to be 100. Why is it 101? I've actually encountered this bug before, where it will give you one more than it's supposed to when you're fusing stuff. I'm fairly certain that's unintended, but I've never looked a gift horse in the mouth, and I'm not going to start now. I only have 9 lake essences remaining. As previously mentioned, I really want to get this over 1,000, and I'm afraid of how many infusions it's going to take. In fact, if we're really unlucky, it might not even be possible. So, oh, it rolled speed. I wasn't even paying attention to that stat. Also, that was the armor that Rune was wearing, so I should have had her doubles. So I should have had her eat that, but my bad. Okay, game. RNGesus. I just need you to roll HP once. That's all I'm asking. Just once. Please? Pretty please? Just once. That's it. There we go. It is possible. Today I learned. You have a stat that can go over 1,000. Alright. We do have this. I'm probably going to equip this on... What is this? I mean, I like... Nah, I'm not going to equip it. Who needs it? I go ahead and give it to Dara. He needs some more defenses. Oh, and of course he gets the HP. Thanks, bro. And we can give some love to Rune as well. She also needs it. Ah, she got the guard. The only time I ever guard with Rune is if I need mana. Which I don't know if that's playing incorrectly. Like, there may be some... Oh, we're out of essences. There may be some, like, 900 IQ move to, like, guard oncoming attacks or something. But I just keep punching. Like I said, never stop punching. Alright, so Rune wearing the one ring of Pa. And she has this divine power. Let's take a quick look at what Dara is wearing. He's rocking 2 civic powers. So we're probably going to give him both lake powers. Giving him hit and crit is both wonderful. Oh, look at that attack. 458 to 576. Rune is 460 to 624. Masamune 335 to 422. But Masamune is here to both tank and deal damage, so we can give him the lower rank lake power. That does remove his hit by 4, or reduce rather. But I believe that between his high hit chance, his high base hit chance, and Hasey's Shenanigans, that he'll be fine. I hope. I do also have, don't I? another agile. Yes. I don't have another lake agile, but I have a mountain agile, right? Yes. Yes. That's what it looks like. Boom. We can resist. I thought I had one lake agile. Maybe I didn't. After a while, they all just start kind of fusing together. Now, I did give one of the mountain powers to good old Lerhi, because more power means more healing. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and give her this mountain power. Actually, just kidding. We are doing it. And I had a defensive item here. You can see it, 11 defense, 11 evade. Minus 53 HP. The HP is not that big of a deal. We could actually go ahead and boost that even further if we want. We do have a lake toughness, but is HP really worth it? No. We'll go ahead and buff that real quick, and then we'll probably call it a day, because there's not much else to do. You've been here for everything. You've seen my preparations, and we have prepared as thoroughly as possible. So we're basically RNGing between rolling more evade and rolling more HP, it looks like. Okay. Now this does use a different essence than the lake pieces, and we have exactly 6 civic essences. I would love to say that I planned it, but I didn't. I really didn't. 14 evade. Do we actually have any defense to pump into this that's worthwhile? 2 defense. That's not bad. I think we'll do that. Now, remember, I believe the way defense works is that each point of defense is a percentage damage mitigated. So that could be a big deal when we're coming up against a boss that does... who even knows how much damage? Maybe a lot. And as long as Lerhi is alive, there is hope. We will be using the new Last Prayer, the Immortality Shield plus heal over time a lot. It's basically going to go on to Rune and Dara. Actually, probably Masamune first, and then Dara, because they do the most single target damage. Rune is kind of like for clearing out ads during a boss fight, where single target is not the highest. Which makes me wonder why she's wearing the Ring of Power. Maybe the One Ring should go to someone else. Like Masamune. I'll think on that. But anyway, that is the final upgrade. 91 additional HP. That's a long shot from minus 50. 13 defense. 17 evade. Lerhi is in good shape, and we are out of materials. And before us stands the Great One. Thank you all for watching this half episode. I hope that you enjoyed this look behind the scenes on our preparation for taking on the final boss of the video game. He is going to be a challenge, I think. And that's why I've gone to such great lengths to make sure that Fableheimr is prepared. Because preparation is key to all things.